My name is Catherine Tipton, and I'm a licensed professional counselor in Houston, Texas. I had my daughter 6 years ago, and I was a therapist at the time, but I didn't work with moms at that time. And motherhood completely knocked me off my feet. I had no idea how hard it was going to be. And being a therapist, I knew about postpartum depression and I knew about postpartum anxiety, and yet I still didn't get the help that I needed at the time. I thought about getting help here and there, but most of the time I really was just trying to stay afloat. I didn't have the energy to think about going to therapy or talking to someone about it, because I was just trying to keep my head above water at the time. Babies can be all consuming. You're thinking about their sleeping, their eating, their pooping. It's complete chaos. And when you feel completely overwhelmed, the last thing that you really think about is putting all of your energy into getting more help. I remember receiving support group pamphlet materials, and I think at the time I thought, oh, this is so great, I'm definitely gonna go. And then I had a baby and my life was turned upside down, and I couldn't even fathom getting out of the house. I remember needing help to go to doctor's appointments for the baby, but the idea of me just going to some support group, like, that was probably never gonna happen. Asking for support is really hard because there's so much shame and isolation that comes with motherhood. You're supposed to be in this happiest time of your life. You've been preparing for months and everyone tells you, like, this is going to be so fulfilling and this is all you ever wanted. And then it happens and you're like, why is this happening? Why do I feel this way? Why do I hate my baby? Why do I want to throw my baby out the window? And then there's a lot of shame in those thoughts, a lot of shame in those feelings. So we're not really reaching out and telling people, like, this is hard. We're not doing so good. We're always used to putting on our game face. We're used to, putting our Facebook self out there to the world. And that is not always reality. Traditional support groups are great. The problem is that it takes a lot of energy. So when you just had a baby, the thought of getting into a car, putting a baby in a baby seat, figuring out how you're going to get that car seat thing in the stroller base, and then find the directions for the actual group, and your baby's crying and your boobs are leaking, and it's just completely overwhelming. If you have any anxiety at all about leaving the house, like, that's a huge barrier. You're probably not even going to go. Second, it can take 3 hours to leave the house when you have a newborn. So they're spitting up, they're having poop explosions, you are tired, you haven't maybe bathed in days, maybe you brushed your teeth that morning. And I don't want to be around other people when I'm like that. And if I put all of this energy and effort into getting ready to get out the door on time, get to the meeting before it starts, and then suddenly the baby's thrown up all over me, or they just fell asleep, I'm not going. The third reason is that, you're so tired. Like, you're so tired. And you have an option. Should I do all this effort to go to this meeting and I'm not even sure it's going to help? I'm not even sure if I'm going to like the people there. It may be awkward. What if I want to leave? What if my baby starts crying? Or I could just lay down and take a nap right now. And that sounds a heck of a lot better. So it's 2019 and we don't have to have traditional in-person support groups. We can connect with people virtually. And so I've created an online group for moms, and it's so great because you don't have to show up somewhere. You don't have to shower before you show up. You can log in from your bed, from your couch, anywhere you are in your home, and you don't have to worry about being late. You don't have to worry about walking into a room full of people. You can just log in and start talking. You can see people face to face. You can hear their voices. Or there might be days that it just feels like it's gonna suck the last ounce of energy that you have to talk to one more person. In that case, you can just log in, sit back, and listen. And just being able to hear that other people are going through stuff that you're going through can help you feel so much less isolated. I think that new moms really need to connect because we always in the back of our mind have these thoughts like, is it just me? Am I the only one who's not doing this method and my kid is, the only one not sleeping through the night at 2 weeks old? Am I the only one not, producing enough milk, or the only one choosing to formula feed my baby, or the only one that has a baby with colic? What am I doing wrong? I think as moms, we're often put so much of what's happening in on ourselves, and when we can kind of see that other people are having the same kind of problems or same kinds of experiences that we are, connection, really decreases shame, and that can really help moms feel so much better about something that is already so difficult. If you want to join the group, all you have to do is send me an email, Catherine@hcfvl.com, and let me know that you're interested. I'll get in touch with you quickly and get you the link to join, and you just sign on and we'll see you there.